Hey guys, welcome back. It's grimreaper coming at you for another video for Raidshadowlegends. Hopefully doing well and hopefully you're looking after yourself and a positive start to where you are in the world. We're back on my account today and we'll be doing a full champion showcase on the turtles. It's been a while since I wanted to do this. I've been really busy in real life. And to be honest, I have made a couple of videos on them, mainly in live arena. So there was one video on YouTube that I recently released, saying new meta with the Leo and whatnot. I will put that video down in here. You'll probably have to skip the first few fights, but I will put it up in the end of this video as well, and I will also pin it up here as well. But there is talking about Leo, new turtles, and whatnot, etc., which will be on this page here, which I'm just going to show you in a second. No, that is the camera. I should have got this ready before the video, but you can see here that this is the video that I'm talking about for Live Arena. I'm also going to add in a couple of slits into Live Arena, which I did today with the turtles as well. You can go ahead, check it out in this. I will drop it in timestamps down below. Let's check out all of the turtles. And so I wanted to use reasonable gear for the turtles and whatnot. So as you can see, I've just done Live Arena, and I will add this in towards the end of the video. These are the builds that we are basically going with. Nothing too crazy. We've got, I think Lightning Cage is a must when it comes to blessings because of champions like Marius, Emberus, etc., who will strip off your stone skin and leave you quite vulnerable to be nuke. This team, I wanted to kind of make sure that you understand that this team is mainly a strategy for Classic Arena, Siege, and 3 versus 3. But when we talk about Siege, we're talking about Siege my level, Siege a bit further down, like tier 6 and below. And in Classic Arena, 3 versus 3 arena, they are fantastic in. I don't really see them as a live arena strategy, especially pushing seasons. They can be fun and they can catch people off guard, depending where you are. I think lower level of arena, like silver and bronze, that will be fantastic and a massive carry, even with reasonable builds. So I'm going to go through all the champions here. Donna Tango will come up with sorry, Donny will come in with high resistance. The builds are not finished at the moment. I am waiting on Phantom, Shogun, and whatnot. So we are looking for more speeds. I'm trying to get about 320. We're coming in with one submissive on Donny. Lightning Cage again. These are the masteries on Donny. Then we have Raphael, which I didn't go for the soul for. Picked up a level 1 and 2 on the shop, which was quite generous. A very average build for my account, with the accuracy, sorry, attack coming in 6,300. Again, reasonable speed. Now, if you guys can't run at 250 speed, 220, 200 is perfectly fine. As long as Donny is like the fastest one, he is going to be the key for that. But again, depending on your gear, you can bring these stats down. I think they will be fantastic across the board. I think that actually really strong as a strategy to pushing into live arena, into platinum arena as well. Leo is then going to be the star of the show. Leo is the reason why I don't really look at him as a live arena strategy so much. But again, depending on your roster. If Leo gets banded or to take Donny, then it can really screw you. My live arena video should drop for today, before or just after this, depending on the schedules. Lightning Cage again for sure, he's fully booked. Now, with some key masteries here, I want you to understand with Leo, we got lasting gifts to increase the stone skin from 1 turn to 2 turns on the passive. Then I want to come in with XR Death and the extra HP, because I want him to have good HP. XR Death will give him some heal every time he kills. He's going to kill quite a bit. Which is going to be super key because we want him to heal all the way back up. So he procs a passive once again to keep in the fight. Then we have Life Drinker as well, which is also going to do the same, be a bit more consistent with that as well, and whatnot. So one is on these two, and then Lasting Laugh. Now, I think Lasting Laugh Amulet is really good with the turtles because it will proc a bit like Swift Parry, but then the rest of the turtles can still take their turns whilst they have the last and laugh. And then Donny sometimes can help with the damage depending on how much you receive to heal up as well. I've seen that both turtles survive and whatnot. They all have some type of survivability mechanics, like for example, Raphael has a unkillable here. The Donny has his passive, so he needs to be at a turn order. Then we have Raphael with the evasion and shields, and then Leo with his stone skin passive. So really, really a big fan. I think for offensively, they're really, really strong. And if you just want to farm gold 5, gold 5 arena, you're going to be doing pretty well. As you can see here, I've beat a load of people already. With the turtles, it pushed me super high, and now people have started beating it overall. So again, it doesn't really matter, but they do make a good 3 versus 3 stuff. So we'll go into some fights in a second. I did want to show you some other things as well. With the current builds that they are also wearing, I did a HYDRA key for quick battle. Again, you can swap in the gears, you can make the builds better by using stuff like cruelty, making like 6-piece merciless, like this was all stone skin and whatnot, like 6-piece merciless, 9-piece merciless. The builds can be terrific. Sifi is definitely not meta by far, and Lazarius, I mean, he's just in there for the block post and increase attack. They can also do other things as well. This was in twins. I threw Duchess in there just for the revive. We didn't need the Duchess at all, and he was able to do this 100%. Again, there won't be a team for me really because I got a faster team, but they can do that as well as some other P versus E content as well that they can do, like Fire Knight and whatnot as well. I think there is a CC who has done a video on it. I haven't watched it. I just saw the thumbnail and I can't remember who it is. But yeah, I'm mainly looking at them as a P versus P strategy. Anyway, I've been having a lot of fun with them. I've made a preset with them. I don't think there'll be a regular preset personally, but they are a good auto team. Bit RNG because of the stone skin and whatnot, which can be a bit of a pain in the bum for sure. But let's see what is what. So put that there. And see what we can do, right? Roshka the fastest. This is when you'll need the stone skin to protect yourself. And then I'm going to come in with the A3 here because it's going to reset all this. And we're going to come in with the increased defense and then killable. We'll come in and start doing some nukes. Get rid of Odin first. We've got block revive there. Lovely. Again, he is a massive problem for us. Let me see if we can deal with this and whatnot. Okay, Marishka goes down. That's great to see. And then you'll see a big Mason nuke in a minute because you can see they've got stone skin there. We do quite well right now. We're going to reset and then go for... I should have gone for Marishka there actually. My bad. Empress is going to do his shenanigans. Empress can be a good counter to him, to be honest. And then we're just going to come in with a straight up nuke. 424 damage. Leo coming in with some massive nuke. There is a lot of options. Definitely a really good counter to speed teams. So speed teams like this is just a auto, leave it on. The only threat they have here is Empress with the HP swap, and that is what the lightning cage is going to help us with, which you can see it does its job. We leave it, pop, pop, pop. This is a really easy team for them to win. No hands needed, no Leo needed, and he will do his whatnot. We still got the strip here as well. We actually do really well against the passive as well, with Unkillable and Stone Skin and whatnot against Empress. 942,000 from Leo with that hit. Now, in really, really lower levels of Play Arena, they just have absolute menaced. Again, I can pretty much beat any team here right now. I mean, 4 is not really a challenge, no offense to the guy. The Marius might cause me some issues. Again, it's a bit RNG versus Marius Catrixia because they have that 50-50 against the Lightning Cage. Say against the Stone Skin, but they also have that 50-50 on the Lightning Cage as well. So there's 2 procs RNG for both their strip champions, which is going to be super key. Lockout doesn't really bother us because we do have high resistance on Dunny. He's also strong affinity. You can see here, he actually had really good RNG because he stripped off quite a bit of Stone Skin, but Leo's passive propped, wiped out the whole team, and yeah, that's super, super key. Now the turn order is super, super useful. I like Leo in the lead because obviously Leo is passive, it protects the rest of the team. He's going to kill pretty quickly the faster the procs. I like Raphael in the second positioning because of the block revive on the E1. And then I like Mikey on the third. Now, I think you can swap the two in these round. That's perfectly fine. And then we want Donny Teller at the end because of the passive to protect the champions overall as well. So we'll protect the champion in the lead, which will be Leo. And Leo is the MVP for sure. Now, again, all these mythicals are counters depending on how they're going to do. But this is just completely messed up because he's just gone straight into his second forms. And the presets, if we're being honest, are not very good. I don't know why they've gone straight into the presets, but yeah, they broke the Stone Skin, which is quite useful, I guess. We should see the Inkillable proc soon. There we are. There goes the passive and whatnot. And I think we're going to be able to get the Arbiter here. Hopefully. I should. He just A1 there, right? And Mikey Anjo is gonna come in. He's fairly hard, Mikey. And yeah, there's not much again. We have Calvalax, one of the most meta champions right now in the arena, especially a anti-speed champion. We have this dwarf as well, which is extremely difficult to deal with on the passive. However, we'll go ahead, break his stone skin, no problem. Counter his passive absolutely incredibly really well, and we should be able to deal with this Empress. Again, it's a fairly easy team, I won't deny it. However, it's just really cool and watching these do their job like so. And again, we have a nice here. To be honest, it's a level 74, so that's not really a fair fight. This team will cause a problem. The champions are not built very well because you can tell on blessings. However, just for the champions, we've got a block damage here, which would counter all the damage. And then we have Nice, the passive, which would be very difficult to deal with her as well. Let's see what we can do against them. We also have Rishka, who can petrification and stop us putting up like all the shenanigans that we want to, right? If we're in the hex in a way. So like stone skin and stuff like that, right? So that could be a issue for us. And we just see and test. Now there is one champion that can ignore block damage, which is Raphael, but it's extremely difficult to pull it off if I'm being honest. You see, yeah, there's a block damage passive. Leo can strip buffs if he kills a opposition, but we won't be able to kill anyone here. His passive procs, he's gone down to the passive. So it really depends on how the passive is going to work there, but it's pretty cool. We should be able to secure the win here now. Yeah, and you can see here, even with very powerful champions and whatnot, then yeah, you can see here that we can do. Now the turtles today did beat like a couple of +4s in live arena. We beat like a really high level player, which we'll put into the end of this video. So there isn't much more to showcase here. They're just incredible. We can go turtle versus turtle. Again, this guy is only level 83. He's going with some different type of blessings, which are not bad blessings, but just not arena blessings. So like Heaven Cast is okay, I guess, for him. He's also got like this is fine for like faction wars and stuff. I guess this one's fine as well. So we will come in. We want to deal with Leo first. So let me come in and deal with this Leo. See if we can deal with his passive. We don't. Okay. So let me do the one again. Because ideally we want to try and break this Leo. The time our stone skin runs out. So Raphael is going to die, which is fine. Our passive procs, he's got Swift Parry. That wasn't, it was the A3, sorry. And you can see here, at the moment, he's got a bit of the heads up. Mine just tends to be stronger, and we will deal with him in the end. Whatnot. Grimm's turtles are the way to go. We have some more turtles down here with Tio, one of the most underrated mythicals in the game. She's absolutely incredibly good. Now remember, Crushing Rem is not really good at 5-star for PvE or PvP. If you're going to take anything like that for ignore defense, take Cruelty, guys. It definitely works out to be better. Crushing Rem gets very more OP in PvC content at 6-star, right? Not at 5. But that is just my opinion. Obviously, you guys are welcome to have your opinion as well. So we will come in with that. We'll come in with the AoE, which is cool. We'll try and break her stone skin. We will come in with this and whatnot. We'll do the AoE. Now, I'll probably will do another video next week talking about counters, budget options, a couple of old school options and whatnot, so you guys will feel more comfortable facing them in live arena. So we'll be working on a video for that as well. And you can see here we dealt with these turtles pretty easily. Now we have a champion like Sigford. A champion like Sigford can be extremely difficult to beat because of his passive ability, but it can still be done if the timing is correct. Obviously, to get that timing in live arena is going to be great. You do counter the passive there, which is great. So we want to go up. Now we want to be working on the Empress. Because what we want to try and do is we want to try and block revive all of these champions. So he just died to the lightning cage, which kind of sucks for us. Another option as well is we can prop the stones, proc the block damage. And we can just go ahead and remove the buffs. So that was Leo's A3 that removed the block damage. He had no lightning cage, and I was able to get the win like that. Pretty cool to see. We're not bothered about lockout, really. Armads can be a little bit of an issue, but that's when you want your high resistance. There's a few ways of building Donny, for sure. I think this will be the last fight, but there is a few ways that we can build Donny as well. And to be honest, I just really like the turtles as a lazy strategy, right? If I'm being honest. Okay, so we're fully locked out. The Yumika had enough resistance for Donny. However, we've kept all our stone skins, so we're going to try and take him out whilst we're in the stone skin. We get the block revive from Raphael, and then we work on the rest of the champions. So we take out the reviver again, block revive, and then we need to get him. Now we do get him, and then we'll get her as well. So no problem there against that team. That was pretty simple. But there is a lot of good counters. For example, Marius is a Commodus is a big one for this, but again, mainly mythicals are good counters. Looks like we're giving out some free points as well. So let me go ahead and put some live arena fights on the end of this. So we're going to skip to that, and then we'll skip back to the builds. We'll go over the gear again, and I will talk about a couple of ways that we can build Donnie and Raphael and whatnot. Legends, Dorito. This would be a tough fight if I was playing my original strategy anyway. We've had some rough accounts side today. Mm. This guy, if he loses to the Turtles, he's just gonna quit raids. Right, +4 Marius. If you lose this, you just quit raid. I mean, he's got big pockets. I think he's just in the top 100. I don't think he's top 100, but it's just under. Damn, Commodus. Commodus is a massive counter for us. This is gonna be fun. A +4 Commodus. Oh yeah. I mean, what do you go with after that? Go Raglim? Just because I know you have ban Leo. I don't think it really matters who I banned. Burrito, you're not spending enough money, mate, to get your Shuzen +4. Gizmack's just gonna strip off all the stones, gonna leave me open Marius Nuke. This is not a hard fight for him. Commodus or Gizmack are both like straight up dead. Saforion as well is really good. Or maybe you're underestimating me a little bit. No way. No way. You just got turtled live on video, my friends. He just got turtled. Problem. So we're gonna throw her in because she's gonna no her. So we're gonna throw her in because she's gonna give me full 10 meter. I don't think we win this anyway. We'll ban Marius because he's gonna have accuracy up and he's got Shazan. So we could go Shazan into Marius, accuracy up, and then long bombs and stuff. I don't think he has accuracy on these three champions to control controller. And then ideally we're pushing in Leo, but the turtles can be bombed, right? Pretty simply. And he's still banning Leo, so GG to him. Maybe he'll go for the block revive. That could be an interesting one for him. But he banned Leo, and that's a good ban, right? So resisted lockup there. Resisted there. Trying to break the stone skin. Alright, let me try and kill him. We get him. Let me go for him. Oh, his team is just so squishy. There you are, guys. There you are. Let me come in with this. Oh, that's a shame. I actually think we can still win this though, because like we're just gonna resist him. We just need to wait for turtles to take their turn. Oh yeah, Mikey is done it. Oh, okay, we'll get rid of the Marishka there. See what the bot will ban. Yeah, Marius. That's what I thought it banned. And I stopped him taking Marius as well. His first fight with the 4 turtles. He hasn't got no way of really dealing with stone skin, so that's one of the weaknesses I've noticed with turtles is the stone skin, right? Oh, he's missing gear of his arbiter, surely. Surely he's missing gear and that arbiter. Alright, let me go for the arbiter because he's not took his gear yet. Alright, let me try and get doing killable up. Okay, doing kill. We got the lightning cage off. I actually really liked the lasting laugh amulet on the turtles. So I'm gonna put another one on Mikey. Because right now Mikey doesn't have one. It seems to be doing alright with Raphael, really. Let me go like this. Go for a Harima. That's a big hit on Harima. And boom, baby. Boom. Boom. Thank you, Raph, for the opportunity of using the turtles. Okay, so we got a CP. Let me come in with the turtles in. Recently, okay, so I use them for some reason it doesn't work, but let me go like this. I'm taking Raphael in the second positioning because of the block revive, and then I go Mikey, Donny. And then the last one is the band bait. Carnage is really good, and Fabian are really good against the turtles, because Fabian is really good against Stone Skin, and Carnage can close you down with a passive. You really gotta be careful. He's coming in with Empress. I'm gonna come here with Hegemon. And I'm gonna ban the Raphael. Because it's RNG against Empress to strip the Stone Skin, and he's got his second one here on E2. Bans Leo, which is a great band. Because you wanna be banned in Leo, really. So the turtles come very weak when you ban Leo. Or if you can counter Big Leo, and also Magma Shield is a very strong counter to Leo as well. I've been dying against Magma Shield a lot with Leo's passive. There's some ideas there. I'm happy you waste that ability, to be fair. Okay, let me try and take him out because he's got no stone skin, so let's repair. That's a shame. I don't think we can ignore Unkillable, right? Places a Perfect Veil and an Unkillable buff. Okay, yeah. Bollocks. Amazing. Let me stun him here. So we can do that. And then let me reset. Last and laugh, Hamlet there. Cool. Again. And we're abandoning Shack because bombs are very strong versus them. And you can't cleanse off the poison, so he probably has a poison relic there. Still bans Leo. Okay. We have a lot of firepower to face. All these fights, by the way, I'm normally beating him in normal strategies, so yeah. Still got Veronica as well to test. I don't know if I'll test him in PvP, but not got around to booking it yet. I'll do it on PvP. PR. Alright. So let's try and get Empress down for a little bit. It's gonna revive. We get the lockout back here. Polymorph did proc. So let me deal with Empress because he's the only nuke on the team. Oh, we're gonna berserk. So let me go like that. Get in killable up. I mean, to be honest, I can just bomb him after this, right? Okay, let me stun him and get rid of him where he can't be stunned anyway. I just lock you out for the shit and giggles for it. Put strengthen up, get a small Terminator. A1 here. I mean, I could just finish him here, but we have no Berserk, right? So I don't think we can place a block revive. Okay, we don't need Berserk to block revive. That's good. Donnie was the key for that one. With the reset, not being able to be locked out. Once we've got more resistance on him. But again, we have to keep our stone skin, right? Like any Go second team, really, if you lose your stone skin, etc., like the lightning cage and the wands, etc., not working, you're gonna lose, man. Doesn't matter how well your champions are built, like they could be all +4s, they're not gonna get far. But we have some footage for the turtles. Let's see what I'll do after this. Fabian and Omets. I think there's a few ways to build on it. I think in the lockout set could be very strong, high resistance bolster. All very strong as well. Okay, so I mean Commodus is in stone skin, so deals with him. And then we have bombs. So let me ban Sifi here. Because if he can't get a good RNG against Commodus, Commodus can finish him. Very, very OP champion, Commodus. Okay, Leo. Time to shine. You watch Leo just lose a stone skin and just die. Now, Fabian can strip, Marius can strip, Embers can do swap, which Lightning Cage counters. So for me, Lightning Cage is a must because Embers, especially if you're going to use him in live arena. You can use him in classic arena and then go like live harvest and whatnot. And also we need wands, so he's going to do the A3 here on Leo to try and stop him doing his passive. Now I've heard that Leo's passive still works even if he's under sheep, which I don't think should. So if it works here, I think it's a bug. It didn't work. Okay. He did get the lockout though. Okay. There is not much we can do here. Oof! Man, I thought it was over. Finish him! I thought it was game over, man. And Leo was like, do not do that to me, Grim. It's not game over. It's not game. Alright then, so Donny, so from Mikey, I think Mikey Savage Stone Skin is a must. For Leo could be built in a few ways because it's passive. I really like the idea of using Ferald and Lightning Cage and one submissive with like Savage and stuff. You just have to bear in mind like Marius might be a bit of a problem because of the passive ability. But that's definitely another way that you can build your Leo. 6-piece or 9-piece merciless as well is also perfectly fine if you just don't want to follow the meta builds and whatnot. Personally, I think Stone Skin or Ignore Defense is the way to go for sure, but that's whatnot, which is my opinion. Donatello, I think, has the most flexibility build. I think building him in like high damage, sorry, not high damage, in high tanky build with speed, defense, and HP in bolster set is perfectly fine. Maybe 4-piece stone skin and 1-piece bolster set, which would be super good if you can't get a resistance build. Now, I think the resistant build is the best for sure. And again, mine will be around about 830 once it's finished on its resistance. But right now I'm still trying to finish the build, but the build is still getting the job done, which I'm really, really happy with. And again, it's just for fun for me. It's not a crazy strategy or whatnot. They did get quite a lot of defense wins on 3 vs 3 Gold 4 in tag team this weekend as well, which was pretty nice to see. But that is one way. And I think another option as well, again, is Ferald, 4-piece Ferald, 4-piece Stone Skin as well, especially if you're struggling with high resistance. That could help you against like bomb champions like Nishak, etc. Or even with stuff like, it won't help you with Commodus, but with other bomb champions and whatnot. And like H2 burn champions and whatnot. Another option is to use the new set. One of his weaknesses is Raphael, is Ahmad and Fabian. I think this set is really, really good against the Fabian. However, this new set doesn't do anything against Ahmad's, but I still think is a really strong option. If you can get high resistance in this set as well as this, then fair enough, go for it. I didn't farm much of it, as you can see. I did farm it. I didn't get the good rolls I wanted to. So there wasn't much I could really do there. And I think the best way is just 6-piece stone skin, lightning cage, high resistance, tanky, really good speed of like 320, which he will be once I finish his boots and all the stuff there as well. And that is it for today's showcase, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this. As usual, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I guess that's the last of the videos I'll be doing on turtles. I probably will play around with them a bit more in live arena, but that's about it. And I probably will do a video next week or later on this week talking about counters and how to counter the turtles. We'll look at some free-to-play strategies, and we'll look at some more OP, Kraken, consistent strategies as well. And that's it from me today, guys. As usual, I've been Grim. I'll see you next one. Take care. Peace.